Good evening and salutations, my BNB fans. You know what? Let's start off with Liam for a minute. Let's start off with Liam for a minute. What I don't understand, like Wyatt has to sit there and try to explain to him how you have a family and this, that, and the third, and you shouldn't give up on your marriage. He's been trying to get through to him for at least a couple of days. But my whole issue is when Steffi brought up the fact that Hope forgave him. The only thing that came out of his mouth was, "But she's a better person than me." Dude, seriously? Now, I wasn't there for that, but I knew that I'll just tell you the truth. The way he cheated on her was so stupid. He thought that Hope and Thomas hooked up. Okay? He thought that. He didn't actually see it. He didn't just burst on in and he just, oh my goodness, and it's just like, no. He thought that. And that was enough for him to sit there and run the Steffi and do what he did. And he's been trying to apologize and everything like that and all that other stuff. And now she's asking for the same thing. Okay? And you're sitting there telling me, I know people are sitting there saying like, oh, it's just over a kiss and this, that, and the third, and compared to what he did. I'm not going in scales. Okay? I'm not going in scales. If this was just they were totally a blank slate, and Hope cheating on Liam with a kiss. I don't give a damn if it's a kiss or if they go any further. Okay? I don't even care if they were flirting with each other. That's enough for me to sit there and tell somebody to kick rocks without socks. But it's a simple fact that he did wrong as well, and he's acting like a hypocrite. And yeah, he does eventually wind up going over Hope's place to sit there and try to talk things out. But I'm like, it's, she's doing all this begging and everything like that. And I'm like, bro, the one thing that really bothers me in these situations is this level of desperation and begging somebody. It's like, yeah, she did what she did and it was wrong. But why the hell are you not there begging this man to come back? You shouldn't be begging anyone to come back. Begging? It's just, ugh. It's like a thing that I just feel like that's lower than dirt at that point. It's like you feel like you're so lower than dirt that you got to sit there and literally go on your hands and knees and beg. And it's just something about that just bothers me. It vexes me, to sit there and say the least. RJ, they're trying to give her comfort and support, right? Because let's be honest, RJ hasn't really been useful in this show since the day he's got there. Since the day he's got there. I mean, how can we sit there and see some of the stuff that he's doing as a I hate this word, influencer? Makes me cringe every time I say that, but like, at least he's there doing something. He's there for support. I wish he was there for more, but unfortunately, this is what we're getting at this point. You got Steffi that's not there thinking about that. Also, Liam was not there thinking about that kiss too. And yeah, he's still on some sort of high horse. Ain't that a? But Steffi's not there thinking about that kiss as well. And of course, she does what she normally does. She doesn't tell Finn because, well, that would just make sense. And apparently sometimes in Brad Bell's universe, we just can't be bothered with all that silliness. Thomas comes over, and after these mind games that Steffi's not there playing, so what'd you do? Did you see the Coliseum? Did you do this? I was like, well, we're not doing this. Okay, we done did this interrogation thing with Liam and Hope. We're not doing this. So she does cut to the chase. She's like, yeah, I know that she kissed you. But she doesn't, I don't know if she's going to come down on him. Because she seemed like she didn't come down on him. She was like, you tried to turn your life around and this, that, and the third. You brought back the company, her line from the brink of death. So it doesn't seem like she's going to be grilling him, which is good because it's not his fault. Because let's be very clear about that. He is actually the innocent party in this. He did kiss her back, but still. So we got that going on, right? We got Ridge finding out from Brooke that Hope and Liam kissed. I mean, Hope and Thomas kissed. And at first, he was starting to go in. He was like, "Oh, I can't believe he did this," and he swore that he changed, and Brooke was like, "No, Hope initiated it." She was like, "Nope, Hope initiated it," and so he was just dumbfounded. And at this point, he was like, "Oh, I know what it's like to be caught up in the romance, and yada yada yada. They'll work it out. We'll be there for those two crazy kids." That's literally more or less of what he said. Yeah. I feel like that's pretty much about it. It's so weird doing these reviews on B&B because it's like B&B is such a short show, right? Such a short show that I'm still not fully used to the format. I reviewed Days. I haven't done it lately because it's just been pissing me off. GH, and I even did a review on YNR today. I wasn't planning on to. I was not planning on to, but Summer pissed me off, and I was like, nope. I was like, before I get to the live and I really sit there and go down, going on Summer, let me drag her through the mud. Even that is a longer show. I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm actually kind of done now. Crazy. But I feel like that's about it. That being said, I'm gonna go. Now, if I miss anything, you know what to do. Come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll sit there and go over all of them. We'll even go over Days, even though Days piss me off, and I have virtually nothing positive to sit there and say about Days at this point. I really don't, which is sad because Days, there's been times Days has actually been my number one soap. GH has always been my number one, but there's times certain episodes where it's like, Days killed it, and GH was, I don't know what the hell GH was doing. But, yeah, every show goes through the highs and lows. Just how it is. Can't please everyone, and I understand that. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to go. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.